once again. Start it up. Here comes two more, folks. Two more. As if it wasn't enough. The question is why? What is the purpose? And right there comes another one. And right there is another one. Streaking through the skies. I don't know what's going on. You can see them there. Look. And then look back here. Right there's another one. Yeah, that's what normal's supposed to look like. Here comes two more. See them right there? Coming through that carpet cloud, that gray carpet cloud. See if we can pick them up. There they're popping out. Popping out. Right in the top of that gray carpet cloud, center of the screen. Trying to kill us, folks. Trying to kill us, kill our food, kill our water, kill our aquatic life, kill the wildlife, kill the soil. It's all a big plot for control. It's a bluebird. It looks like a pear. One on the eave of the house, one on the gutter, and it just flew. Well, folks, we went over to watch a baseball game, and they wound up starting the ball game an hour early due to incoming weather. Now, isn't that something? They sprayed for the last 3 days. They sprayed heavy this morning, which caused the ball game to start an hour early to be able to get it in. And now you see the cloud base behind us with all the moisture. And we hit rain several times coming home from Raleigh to see the ball game. They was playing Boston College. They did win. But yeah, it's easy to predict the weather if you're a weather meteorologist. When all you got to do is look up to see the spraying. And it causes all this problem. And they're calling for severe weather tomorrow. And you know, this enhancing of the weather through the spraying is what causes all of these unusual, they're not natural disasters, they're geoengineered storms. Well, folks, I did want to mention the critical shortages at all of the relief centers. We're going to have a breakdown of that here. Hopefully I can get this video loaded for tonight. We've got got our garden just about ready to go. We've got our squash down there on the end. I checked it a little bit ago, and guess what, folks? They're up and out of the jug, up and out of the ground, inside the jug. We're gonna leave them sitting right where they're at. That way, the severe weather that's coming, if it hails or whatever, it will not bust the squash plants and break them down. But we are going to try our best to get the information for the relief centers to you tonight. We're running a little bit behind. My daughter came in for spring break, and we had to go pick her up in Raleigh yesterday. And then she had tickets for her mom, for her mom's birthday. She bought these tickets way back in the winter time for today's game, so that she knew when she'd been on spring break, her mom loves NC State sports, period. And so she got baseball tickets for her birthday. So that's where we've been. And I was telling you about them having to start the game early because of the spraying. Let's just call it like it is. 59 of the 60 seeds have come up. Pretty good little run of tomatoes here. You can see they're all heading over toward the window here. This was the only cup that hadn't come up. Rest of them are up, looking good. We'll have to get a little touch of Miracle Grow maybe on it. See how that does. Put it maybe in a little spray bottle or something. Something that won't be too much pressure coming on it. Kind of spray the dirt with it. Might can mix it up in a small jug or a little drink bottle or something to put it on there. But they're really doing good. Doing real well. Well, folks, I hope you've got everything stored up and ready just in case. Folks, we got some severe storms coming. Straight line winds, hurricane force, which is going to mean down trees, which is going to mean missing shingles, which is going to mean power outages, who knows how long, depending on where these hit. It's amazing that this squall line looks to be reaching 923 miles long. And they're calling this a perfect setup for extreme tornadoes. Well, what better way to have this kind of weather than to set it up? And you saw it at the beginning of this video. Set it up to create the disaster. All the spraying. Folks, when is enough enough? When is this going to be stopped? Because we see what's getting ready to happen. We're getting ready to have the perfect storm, just like Hurricane Helene became the perfect storm that stalled out over western North Carolina and dumped 30+ inches of rain with over 100-mile-an-hour winds recorded in Mitchell, Yancey, and Avery County. And now we're looking at cool, dry air pushing out the warm air, and they're describing it as a perfect setup for volatile weather. And there's 17 million Americans in the path of this probably what they're going to call a historic storm. They're all historic now because they're geoengineered, they're generated, they're made up, they're enhanced with all of this spraying. And then they're going to say it's climate. We got to wait a minute to add the other word, change. They flag us, folks. They ban us, they censor us, they shadow ban us. They unsubscribe people for telling the truth. So, enough's enough, folks. We've got enough disasters out there to last forever, because the ones that's been on the book since 2016 with Hurricane Matthew and Florence in 2016 and 2019, we've still got 1,600 families with no place to live. Thank you, Roy Cooper, for that. And for losing that, last I saw, they $221 million over budget. They sent and allocated money to cover the budget, but there's still over $130 million that's just vanished in the thin air. So, there you go, folks. There you go. And we're finding things now, folks, that these bridges and things in one of the areas of western North Carolina, we don't want to give away too much till the research is all done on it, where the bridges and some culverts and things have been compromised since 2021, documented with pictures and everything else. And nothing was ever done about it. They just kicked the can down the road. But we'll talk about that a little bit later. So anyway, folks, we got a big storm coming. I hope you have got your candles. I hope you've got your food stocked. I hope you've got gas for your generators. And I can guarantee you, folks, your homeowner's insurance has quietly probably raised your deductibles without you knowing anything about it to probably somewhere in the neighborhood of $1,000 or $2,000 for wind damage. I know when I got mine, I started at $500 and now it's $1,000, and it may have went up and I don't know it, because you know that you don't sign anything. You get your initial policy and they make changes to it as they see fit, and you don't know it. They mail it out in fine print, and you don't know it until you got a claim. But you got to figure out, folks, they putting all this stuff up in the air every day, spray, and then it causes this. Well, why don't they hold whoever's doing the spraying accountable? Why should the homeowners be held accountable to pay all these deductibles, and why should the insurance company have to pay for all the damage when there's a third party, so to speak, out there doing the spraying? And I'm sure that it's taxpayer funded beyond a shadow of a doubt, because if it costs a lot to do it and they don't gain much out of it's what they claim, then why would they do it other than they're spending somebody else's money, more likely taxpayer money. And they don't care when it's not on their dime, or so to speak, a corporation's dime. They're not going to blow money like that if it's not doing any good. But it looks to me like it does pretty doggone well, being it's fueling up 30-plus inch rain storms. The perfect storm is drumming up volatile and extreme tornadoes. They're talking about 23 inches of snow around the Great Lakes and Michigan area, and 100-mile-an-hour winds in the south, along with who knows how strong these tornadoes could be. EF2, EF3, whatever they may be. That's all got to be defined by wind speed of what they expect. But this thing's growing, and these squall lines are coming. And the last measurement I saw, it looked like they was predicting a 923 mile long squall line thunderstorm cells stretching from the Great Lakes all the way down into the south. And you know, it just looked nasty on the radar of what was coming. Well, folks, be in prayer for our relief centers and our relief center directors. We're short of food in every one. I want to get in there and let you know we've gotten some messages from Christ Baptist. They're extremely low with everything. And I'm hoping tomorrow night we'll be able to go through the relief centers and just read off to you what they're needing and things. But this weather is coming across, and it's going to be from our time zone from about 11 a.m. until 5 or 6 p.m. This thing's going to be coming through. So if the power gets knocked off, folks, we won't have a video ready unless I can load one in the morning. And we might know a little bit more about this weather by in the morning, but I just hope everybody's got their stuff prepped up and ready, because you never know when they're going to generate something else, folks. You never know. Well, I appreciate you all joining me here this evening as we got another perfect storm coming, they called it. And I just pray that everybody stays safe and out of harm's way, and got something else to ride through. Well, folks, y'all have a blessed day. We'll see you on the next video.